At some point in our lives, we all experience a longing for change, a desire to shed old skins and emerge renewed like a phoenix rising from the ashes. Whether prompted by dissatisfaction, a sense of stagnation, or simply the innate drive for growth, the impulse to reinvent ourselves is deeply ingrained in the human experience. It is a testament to our capacity for evolution, our innate resilience, and our unwavering belief in the possibility of transformation. In the words of Siddhartha Gautama, the enlightened being known as the Buddha, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. This profound statement encapsulates the essence of self-reinvention, highlighting the understanding that our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs shape our reality. By changing ourselves from within, we possess the power to change the world around us. Buddhist teachings offer invaluable insights into the nature of change, impermanence, and the process of self-transformation. At the heart of these teachings lies the concept of impermanence, anicca, the recognition that all things are transient and subject to change. This fundamental truth invites us to embrace the fluidity of life, to let go of attachments to fixed identities, and to welcome change as an opportunity for growth and renewal. The Buddha also spoke of the principle of non-self, anatta, the understanding that there is no permanent, unchanging self or soul. Instead, our sense of self is a dynamic, ever-changing construct shaped by our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. This insight challenges us to question the narratives we tell ourselves about who we are and to recognize the limitless potential within us to recreate ourselves anew. In the words of Thich Nhat Hanh, a revered Vietnamese Buddhist monk and peace activist, no mud, no lotus. This simple yet profound statement reminds us that the beauty of transformation and growth often emerges from difficult and challenging circumstances. By embracing these challenges, we can cultivate resilience and discover new strengths within ourselves. This simple yet profound metaphor reminds us that growth and transformation often arise from the depths of adversity and suffering. Just as the lotus flower emerges from the muddy waters, blooming in all its beauty and purity, so too can we rise above our challenges and hardships, emerging stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. The path of self-reinvention is not always easy. It requires courage, patience, and a willingness to confront our deepest fears and insecurities. Yet, it is also a journey of immense possibility, filled with moments of inspiration, discovery, and profound inner transformation. In this video, we will explore the timeless wisdom of Buddhist teachings and how they can serve as a guiding light on the path to self-reinvention. Drawing upon ancient insights and modern perspectives, we will uncover practical tools, techniques, and practices for recreating ourselves anew. From cultivating mindfulness and self-compassion to embracing impermanence and letting go of attachments, we will delve into the core principles that can help us navigate the journey of self-transformation. Join us on this journey of exploration and discovery as we unlock the secrets to reinventing yourself and creating a life of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. Together, let us embark on a transformative odyssey of self-discovery, empowerment, and liberation. Understanding the concept of reinvention. Reinvention is more than just a change in appearance or circumstance. It's a profound transformation of the self. It involves a deep, introspective journey where we examine our beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors, and actively work towards becoming the best version of ourselves. By integrating the wisdom of Buddhist teachings into our lives, we can find the strength and clarity needed to embrace change and cultivate a renewed sense of self. Reinvention involves a deliberate and conscious effort to break free from old patterns, beliefs, and limitations, and to embrace new possibilities and opportunities for growth. At its core, reinvention is about shedding the layers of our past selves and stepping into the fullness of our potential. In the realm of self-development, reinvention is often viewed as a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. It's about daring to imagine a different future for ourselves, one that is aligned with our deepest desires, values, and aspirations. Whether prompted by external circumstances or an inner longing for change, the process of reinvention invites us to question our assumptions, challenge our comfort zones, and explore new ways of being and living. In the words of the renowned author and motivational speaker Steve Maraboli, the power to reinvent lies within each of us. It is the ability to wake up in the morning and be the person you want to be. It is the courage to let go of the past and embrace the future with open arms. This sentiment captures the essence of reinvention as a deeply personal and empowering journey of self-transformation. From a Buddhist perspective, the concept of reinvention aligns closely with the principle of impermanence, anicca, which teaches us that all things are subject to change. Just as the seasons shift and the tides ebb and flow, we too are constantly evolving and changing. Reinvention is not only a natural part of life, but also a necessary one, as it allows us to adapt and grow in response to the ever-changing circumstances of our lives. Moreover, the Buddhist concept of non-self, anatta, challenges us to question our attachment to fixed identities and labels. It reminds us that who we are is not defined by our past experiences or external circumstances, but by our capacity for growth, change, and self-discovery. Reinvention then becomes a process of letting go of old identities and embracing the best potential of our true selves. In essence, understanding the concept of reinvention requires a willingness to embrace change, uncertainty, and transformation. It requires us to let go of the familiar and venture into the unknown, trusting in our inner wisdom and resilience to guide us along. Understanding the concept of reinvention. Reinvention is a dynamic process of self-transformation that involves breaking free from old patterns, beliefs, and limitations to embrace new opportunities and possibilities. It goes beyond mere change. It is a deliberate and conscious effort to redefine ourselves and our lives according to our deepest desires and aspirations. At its core, reinvention is about shedding the layers of our past selves and stepping into the fullness of our potential. It requires us to question our assumptions, challenge our comfort zones, and explore new ways of being and living. Whether prompted by external circumstances or an inner longing for change, the journey of reinvention invites us to reimagine our lives and create a future that is aligned with our truest selves. From a Buddhist perspective, the concept of reinvention resonates deeply with the principle of impermanence, anicca, which teaches us that all things are subject to change. Just as the seasons shift and the tides ebb and flow, we too are constantly evolving and changing. Reinvention is a natural and necessary part of life, as it allows us to adapt and grow in response to the ever-changing circumstances of our lives. Moreover, the Buddhist concept of non-self, anatta, challenges us to question our attachment to fixed identities and labels. It reminds us that who we are is not defined by our past experiences or external circumstances, but by our capacity for growth, change, and self-discovery. Reinvention then becomes a process of letting go of old identities and embracing the boundless potential of our true selves. Understanding the concept of reinvention requires a willingness to embrace change, uncertainty, and transformation. It calls for courage, resilience, and a willingness to step into the unknown. Core Buddhist principles. Buddhism is founded on a rich tapestry of philosophical principles that offer profound insights into the nature of existence and the human condition. At the heart of these teachings lie several core principles that provide a framework for understanding the world and guiding our actions. These principles serve as timeless wisdom that can inform and inspire our journey of self-reinvention. 1. Impermanence, anicca. Impermanence is a fundamental aspect of existence, teaching us that all things are transient and subject to change. Just as the seasons shift and the river flows, so too are our experiences, thoughts, and emotions in a constant state of flux. Recognizing the impermanent nature of reality invites us to embrace change as a natural part of life and to let go of attachments to fixed outcomes and identities. 2. Non-self, anatta. The concept of non-self challenges the notion of a fixed, unchanging self or soul. Instead, Buddhism teaches that our sense of self is a dynamic and ever-changing construct shaped by our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. By understanding the fluid nature of our identity, we can free ourselves from the limitations imposed by rigid self-concepts and open up to the possibility of continuous growth and transformation. We can let go of egoic attachments and cultivate a deeper sense of interconnectedness with all beings. 3. The law of karma. The law of karma teaches us that our actions have consequences both in this life and beyond. According to Buddhist belief, our intentions and actions shape our future experiences, creating a cycle of cause and effect that extends across lifetimes. By cultivating mindfulness and ethical conduct, we can sow the seeds of positive karma and create the conditions for happiness, peace, and spiritual growth. 4. The Four Noble Truths. The Four Noble Truths form the foundation of Buddhist teachings, offering a diagnosis of the human condition and a path to liberation from suffering. They are: the truth of suffering, dukkha. Recognizing the pervasive nature of suffering and dissatisfaction in life. The truth of the cause of suffering, samudaya. Understanding the root causes of suffering, such as craving and ignorance. The truth of the cessation of suffering, nirodha. Discovering that liberation from suffering is possible by overcoming its causes. The truth of the path to the cessation of suffering, magga. Following the Noble Eightfold Path, a practical guide to ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. By embodying these core principles in our lives, we can cultivate wisdom, compassion, and inner peace, paving the way for profound personal transformation and self-reinvention. Practicing mindfulness and self-reflection. Mindfulness is the art of being present in the moment, fully aware of our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment or attachment. It is a powerful practice that cultivates inner peace, clarity, and insight, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and resilience. Self-reflection, on the other hand, involves taking a step back to examine our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors with curiosity and compassion. By engaging in these practices, we can deepen our understanding of ourselves and the world around us, paving the way for profound personal growth and transformation. Cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness invites us to cultivate a non-judgmental awareness of our present moment experience, whether it be through meditation, mindful breathing, or everyday activities. By bringing our attention to the present moment, we can break free from the grip of rumination and worry, finding refuge in the here and now. Mindfulness teaches us to observe our thoughts and emotions with curiosity and acceptance, allowing them to arise and pass away without becoming entangled in them. Practicing self-reflection. Self-reflection involves taking an honest and compassionate look at ourselves, examining our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors with a spirit of curiosity and openness. Through self-reflection, we can gain insight into our patterns, habits, and beliefs, uncovering the underlying motivations and fears that drive our actions. By cultivating self-awareness through self-reflection, we can break free from unconscious patterns of behavior and make more conscious choices aligned with our values and aspirations. Incorporating mindfulness and self-reflection into our daily lives can have profound benefits for our mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. These practices enable us to cultivate a deeper sense of presence, compassion, and clarity, empowering us to live more authentically and intentionally. As we deepen our capacity for mindfulness and self-reflection, we open the door to profound personal growth and transformation, paving the way for a life of greater fulfillment, meaning, and joy. Letting go of attachments. In the journey of self-reinvention, one of the most transformative practices we can engage in is the art of letting go of attachments. Attachments are the emotional bonds we form with people, possessions, and identities, often rooted in desire, fear, or a sense of inadequacy. By releasing these attachments, we create space for new possibilities to emerge and for our true selves to shine through. Attachments are the result of our deep-seated desires and fears, driving us to cling to certain outcomes, relationships, or beliefs. While attachments may offer temporary comfort or security, they also bind us to a limited sense of self and prevent us from experiencing true freedom and fulfillment. By recognizing the impermanent nature of all things, we can begin to loosen our grip on attachments and embrace the fluidity of life. Embracing detachment. Detachment does not mean indifference or apathy. Rather, it is a state of non-attachment where we can engage fully with life without being bound by our desires or fears. Embracing detachment allows us to experience life more freely and fully, appreciating the present moment without clinging to it. This state of non-attachment empowers us to navigate the ever-changing landscape of life with grace and resilience, opening the door to deeper joy and inner peace. Through mindfulness and self-awareness, we can observe our attachments without judgment, allowing them to arise and pass away with ease. Detachment frees us from the tyranny of attachment, enabling us to navigate life's ups and downs with greater equanimity and resilience. Letting go of attachments is not always easy and may involve a sense of loss or grief. However, by approaching this process with compassion and self-love, we can soften the edges of our resistance and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Compassion towards ourselves and others allows us to release attachments with grace and humility, recognizing that true happiness lies not in possessing, but in letting go. As we let go of attachments, we discover a deep sense of contentment and inner peace that transcends the fleeting pleasures of the external world. Contentment arises from within, rooted in the acceptance of what is and the appreciation of life's simple joys. By cultivating contentment, we become less reliant on external circumstances for our happiness, finding fulfillment in the present moment. Letting go of attachments is a profound act of self-liberation, freeing us from the chains of our own making and allowing us to embrace the fullness of life with an open heart and mind. As we relinquish our attachments, we open ourselves up to new experiences, new relationships, and new possibilities, paving the way for a life of greater freedom, joy, and authenticity. Cultivating compassion and self-compassion. Compassion is a powerful force that has the ability to transform our lives and the lives of those around us. Rooted in empathy, kindness, and a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all beings, compassion is the cornerstone of Buddhist teachings and a guiding principle for living a meaningful and fulfilling life. Cultivating compassion towards ourselves and others is not only an act of kindness, but also a path to healing, resilience, and spiritual growth. Compassion is the recognition of suffering in ourselves and others, coupled with a heartfelt desire to alleviate that suffering. It is the ability to empathize with the pain and struggles of others, offering support, comfort, and kindness without judgment or expectation. In the words of the Dalai Lama, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. This profound statement highlights the transformative power of compassion in fostering happiness and well-being for ourselves and others. Cultivating compassion. Cultivating compassion is a skill that can be developed through practice and intention. Mindfulness meditation, loving-kindness meditation, and compassionate listening are powerful practices that can deepen our capacity for compassion and empathy. Mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation involves cultivating present-moment awareness of our thoughts, emotions, and sensations, allowing us to develop greater self-awareness and empathy for ourselves and others. By practicing mindfulness meditation regularly, we can become more attuned to our inner experiences and cultivate a sense of compassion towards ourselves and others. Loving-kindness meditation, metta meditation. Loving-kindness meditation, also known as metta meditation, involves sending wishes of love, kindness, and well-being to ourselves and others. By practicing loving-kindness meditation regularly, we can cultivate feelings of warmth, acceptance, and connection towards ourselves and all beings, fostering a sense of interconnectedness and compassion. Compassionate listening. Compassionate listening involves being fully present and attentive to the experiences and emotions of others, offering them our undivided attention, empathy, and support without judgment or interruption. By practicing compassionate listening, we can create a safe and supportive space for others to express themselves and feel heard and understood. Self-compassion. Self-compassion is the practice of extending the same kindness, understanding, and support to ourselves that we would offer to a dear friend in times of struggle or difficulty. It involves treating ourselves with gentleness, acceptance, and forgiveness, especially when we are facing challenges or setbacks. Research has shown that self-compassion is associated with greater resilience, emotional well-being, and overall life satisfaction. By cultivating self-compassion, we can develop a greater sense of self-worth, inner peace, and resilience in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. Self-compassion involves three key components. 1. Self-kindness. Treating ourselves with warmth, understanding, and patience, especially when we are experiencing pain or suffering. 2. Common humanity. Recognizing that suffering is a natural and universal part of the human experience and that we are not alone in our struggles. 3. Mindfulness. Being present and aware of our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment, allowing us to cultivate greater self-awareness and acceptance. Practicing compassion in daily life. Practicing compassion in daily life involves small acts of kindness, empathy, and generosity towards ourselves and others. By extending compassion towards ourselves and those around us, we can create a more compassionate and caring world for all. Incorporating compassion into daily life. Compassion can be as simple as offering a smile to a stranger, lending a listening ear to a friend in need, or practicing self-care and self-compassion during times of stress or difficulty. By incorporating compassion into our daily routines and interactions, we can create a ripple effect of kindness and positivity that extends far beyond ourselves. As we cultivate compassion towards ourselves and others, we contribute to a more compassionate and caring world where empathy, kindness, and understanding are valued and celebrated. Conclusion: cultivating compassion and embracing impermanence. Cultivating compassion and self-compassion is a transformative practice that can bring greater happiness, resilience, and fulfillment into our lives. By developing greater empathy, kindness, and understanding towards ourselves and others, we can create a more compassionate and connected world where all beings are seen, heard, and valued. As we continue on our journey of self-reinvention, may we cultivate compassion as a guiding principle, leading us towards greater love, joy, and peace. Embracing impermanence. Impermanence is a fundamental aspect of life, teaching us that all things, including our thoughts, emotions, relationships, and circumstances, are in a constant state of flux. While the concept of impermanence may initially evoke feelings of uncertainty or fear, embracing it can lead to profound freedom, wisdom, and inner peace. Recognizing the transient nature of existence and the inevitability of change, we can cultivate a greater sense of resilience, acceptance, and appreciation for the present moment. Impermanence, anicca, is a core principle of Buddhist teachings, reminding us that everything in life is subject to change. From the rising and setting of the sun to the changing seasons and the ebb and flow of our breath, impermanence is an inherent aspect of the natural world. It teaches us to let go of attachments to fixed outcomes and identities, recognizing that holding on to the past or clinging to the future only leads to suffering. Instead, by embracing the impermanent nature of reality, we can cultivate a greater sense of freedom and openness to the ever-changing flow of life. While impermanence may initially be perceived as a source of discomfort or anxiety, it also holds within it a profound beauty and wisdom. Just as the petals of a flower unfold and wither, so too do our experiences, allowing for new growth, transformation, and renewal. Impermanence invites us to savor the present moment and embrace the beauty of life's ever-changing landscape. Recognizing the preciousness of each passing moment and the fleeting nature of life itself, by embracing impermanence, we can deepen our appreciation for the beauty, richness, and complexity of the world around us. Change is an inevitable part of life, presenting us with both opportunities and challenges for growth and transformation. While change may initially evoke feelings of resistance or discomfort, embracing it can lead to greater resilience, adaptability, and personal growth. Cultivating mindfulness and presence. By cultivating mindfulness and presence, we can navigate the ups and downs of life with greater ease and grace. Mindfulness allows us to anchor ourselves in the present moment, finding stability and grounding amidst the ever-changing currents of life. Through practices such as meditation, breathwork, and conscious living, we can develop a greater capacity to embrace change with openness, curiosity, and courage. Rather than resisting or fearing change, we can learn to trust in the natural rhythm and flow of life, surrendering to the unfolding of our own unique journey. Ultimately, embracing impermanence is a path to liberation, a journey of letting go of attachments, expectations, and fears, and embracing the fullness of life with an open heart and mind. By embracing impermanence, we can find freedom from the constraints of our own making, discovering a profound sense of peace, joy, and interconnectedness with all beings. As we continue on our journey of self-reinvention, may we embrace impermanence as a guiding principle, allowing it to inspire us to live fully, love deeply, and appreciate the beauty of each passing moment. Setting clear intentions and goals. Setting clear intentions and goals is a powerful practice that provides direction, purpose, and motivation on the journey of self-reinvention. By clearly defining what we want to achieve and setting actionable steps to reach our goals, we can align our actions with our aspirations and move forward with clarity and confidence. Setting intentions allows us to focus our energy and attention on what truly matters to us, guiding our decisions and actions in alignment with our values and desires. Whether it's cultivating a new skill, pursuing a passion, or fostering deeper connections, setting clear intentions and goals can empower us to create the life we envision for ourselves. It involves clarifying our deepest desires, values, and aspirations, and taking intentional steps towards manifesting them in our lives. By setting clear intentions and goals, we create a roadmap for personal growth and transformation, empowering us to live with greater focus, clarity, and fulfillment. Intentions are the heartfelt desires and values that guide our thoughts, actions, and choices. They represent our deepest aspirations and the qualities we wish to cultivate in ourselves and the world around us. Setting clear intentions involves getting clear on what truly matters to us and aligning our actions with our values and aspirations. Intentions provide a sense of purpose and direction, serving as a guiding light on the path of self-reinvention. By setting intentions that are aligned with our values and aspirations, we can harness the power of intention to manifest positive change and transformation in our lives. Goals are the specific, measurable outcomes we wish to achieve in pursuit of our intentions. Unlike intentions, which are more about the journey and the qualities we wish to embody, goals are concrete targets that we strive to accomplish within a certain time frame. Clarifying goals involves identifying specific actions, milestones, and deadlines that will move us closer to realizing our intentions. By breaking down our intentions into actionable goals, we create a clear roadmap for personal growth and transformation, enabling us to track our progress and stay focused on what truly matters. Visualization is a powerful tool for manifesting our intentions and goals. By vividly imagining ourselves achieving our goals and embodying our intentions, we can create a powerful mental blueprint that aligns our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our desired outcomes. Visualization involves engaging all of our senses to create a rich, detailed picture of our desired future. By regularly visualizing ourselves as achieving our goals and living our intentions, we can cultivate the mindset and energy needed to turn our dreams into reality. We can harness the power of the subconscious mind to overcome obstacles, attract opportunities, and manifest our dreams into reality. Setting intentions and goals is only the first step. It is through taking inspired action that we bring our visions to life. Inspired action is action that is aligned with our intentions and values, arising from a place of passion, purpose, and authenticity. Taking inspired action involves stepping outside of our comfort zones, taking calculated risks, and being willing to learn and grow along the way. It requires us to trust in our intuition and inner guidance, having faith that the universe will support us in our endeavors. By setting clear intentions and goals, clarifying our vision, and taking inspired action, we can bring to life a reality aligned with our deepest desires and aspirations. As we continue on our journey of self-reinvention, may we harness the power of intention and goal setting to manifest our dreams and create a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. Cultivating positive habits and practices. Positive habits and practices are the foundation of personal growth, well-being, and fulfillment. They are the daily rituals and routines that nourish our body, mind, and spirit, helping us to thrive and flourish in all areas of our lives. By intentionally cultivating positive habits and practices, we can create a life aligned with our values, aspirations, and highest potential. Positive habits are the small, consistent actions that we engage in daily to support our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. They are the building blocks of a healthy and fulfilling life, helping us to cultivate resilience, happiness, and inner peace. Positive habits may include practices such as regular exercise, healthy eating, mindfulness meditation, journaling, gratitude, and acts of kindness. By incorporating these habits into our daily routines, we can create a solid foundation for personal growth and transformation. Consistency is key when it comes to cultivating positive habits. It is through repeated practice and reinforcement that habits become ingrained into our daily lives, shaping our thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately our destiny. By committing to consistency, we can pave the way for a life of greater joy, fulfillment, and success. We can overcome resistance, inertia, and procrastination and make lasting changes that lead to greater health, happiness, and success. Consistency is not about perfection, but rather about showing up each day with intention and commitment, even in the face of challenges or setbacks. Creating a supportive environment is essential for sustaining positive habits and practices over the long term. Our environment, including our physical surroundings, social networks, and daily routines, can either support or hinder our efforts to cultivate positive habits. By surrounding ourselves with people who inspire and uplift us, creating spaces that nurture our well-being, and designing routines that align with our values and aspirations, we can create an environment that fosters growth, resilience, and fulfillment. Practicing self-compassion is essential when cultivating positive habits and practices. It involves treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, especially when we fall short of our goals or expectations. Self-compassion allows us to approach our efforts with a sense of curiosity, openness, and flexibility, rather than self-criticism or judgment. It helps us to recognize that setbacks and challenges are a natural part of the growth process, and that we are worthy of love and acceptance, regardless of our perceived successes or failures. Celebrating progress, no matter how small, is essential for maintaining motivation and momentum on the journey of cultivating positive habits and practices. It involves acknowledging and appreciating our efforts and accomplishments and taking time to reflect on how far we've come. By celebrating progress, we reinforce positive behaviors and strengthen our sense of self-efficacy and resilience. It reminds us that change is possible and that our efforts are making a difference, even if the results are not immediately apparent. In conclusion, cultivating positive habits and practices is a powerful way to create a life that is aligned with our values, aspirations, and highest potential. By understanding the importance of consistency, creating supportive environments, practicing self-compassion, and celebrating progress, we can cultivate habits that nourish our body, mind, and spirit, and lead to greater health, happiness, and fulfillment. Facing challenges and overcoming obstacles. Life is full of challenges and obstacles that test our resilience, strength, and determination. Whether it's dealing with setbacks, facing uncertainty, or navigating difficult circumstances, how we respond to challenges can shape our character and determine our success. By developing strategies for facing challenges and overcoming obstacles, we can cultivate greater resilience, courage, and inner strength to thrive in the face of adversity. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to adapt and thrive in the face of challenges and setbacks. It involves cultivating a mindset of perseverance, flexibility, and optimism, even in the midst of difficulties. Embracing resilience requires us to view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than insurmountable obstacles. By reframing adversity as a catalyst for personal growth and transformation, we can cultivate greater resilience and strength to overcome life's challenges. Developing problem-solving skills is essential for overcoming obstacles and finding creative solutions to life challenges. It involves approaching problems with a sense of curiosity, resourcefulness, and determination, and being willing to experiment and try new approaches. Problem-solving skills can be developed through practice, experience, as well as seeking guidance and support from others. By cultivating a growth mindset and embracing challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, we can develop the confidence and skills needed to overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. This involves setting goals, staying committed to our vision, and taking consistent action even when faced with obstacles or setbacks. Cultivating persistence and perseverance requires us to stay motivated and resilient even when the going gets tough. By maintaining a clear sense of purpose and staying connected to our values and aspirations, we can overcome obstacles with determination and grace. Seeking support and guidance from others can provide valuable insights, encouragement, and perspective when facing challenges and obstacles. Whether it's seeking advice from mentors, sharing our struggles with friends or loved ones, or joining a supportive community, connecting with others can help us feel less alone and more empowered to overcome challenges. It takes strength and courage to ask for help, but doing so can provide us with the support and resources we need to navigate difficult times with greater resilience and grace. Cultivating self-compassion is essential for navigating challenges and overcoming obstacles with resilience and grace. It involves treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, especially when we're facing difficulties or setbacks. Self-compassion allows us to acknowledge our struggles and setbacks should be met with kindness and understanding rather than self-criticism or judgment. By practicing self-compassion, we can cultivate greater resilience, self-confidence, and inner strength to overcome obstacles and thrive in the face of adversity. In conclusion, facing challenges and overcoming obstacles is an inevitable part of life's journey. By embracing resilience, developing problem-solving skills, cultivating persistence and perseverance, seeking support and guidance, and practicing self-compassion, we can navigate life's challenges with greater resilience, courage, and grace, emerging stronger, wiser, and more empowered as a result. Seeking guidance and support in the journey of self-reinvention is crucial. Whether it's from mentors, coaches, friends, or community resources, reaching out for guidance and support can provide valuable insights, encouragement, and perspective that help us navigate challenges, gain clarity, and stay motivated on our path of growth and transformation. Guidance from mentors, coaches, or trusted advisors can offer valuable wisdom, perspective, and encouragement as we navigate the ups and downs of our journey. Mentors can share their experiences, insights, and lessons learned, providing us with guidance and support as we navigate challenges and make important decisions. By seeking guidance from those who have walked the path before us, we can gain valuable insights, avoid common pitfalls, and accelerate our growth and development. Building supportive relationships with friends, family, or peers can provide a sense of connection, belonging, and encouragement as we pursue our goals and aspirations. Supportive relationships can offer a listening ear, words of encouragement, and practical assistance when needed, helping us stay motivated and resilient in the face of challenges. By surrounding ourselves with people who believe in us, support our goals, and cheer us on, we can cultivate a supportive network of allies who are invested in our success and well-being. Sometimes the support of a professional coach, therapist, or counselor can provide valuable guidance and support as we navigate challenges, overcome obstacles, and work towards our goals. Professional support can offer a safe and confidential space to explore our thoughts, feelings, and aspirations, and gain clarity, insight, and perspective on our journey. By seeking professional support, we can gain valuable tools, strategies, and resources to overcome challenges, build resilience, and cultivate greater self-awareness and well-being. Community resources, such as support groups, workshops, or online forums, can offer a sense of connection, camaraderie, and support as we pursue our goals and aspirations. These resources provide a space to connect with like-minded individuals, share experiences and insights, and learn from others who are on a similar journey. By connecting with community resources, we can gain valuable support, encouragement, and inspiration from others who understand our struggles and aspirations, and who can offer valuable guidance, support, and perspective on our journey. While seeking external guidance and support can be valuable, it's also important to cultivate our own inner guidance and wisdom. Inner guidance comes from within. Through practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and introspection, we can cultivate a deeper connection to our intuition, values, and inner wisdom, and gain clarity, insight, and guidance on our path. By cultivating inner guidance, we can learn to trust our instincts, follow our heart, and make decisions that are aligned with our values, aspirations, and highest potential. In conclusion, seeking guidance and support from others can be invaluable as we navigate the journey of self-reinvention. Whether it's from mentors, coaches, friends, or community resources, reaching out for guidance and support can provide valuable insights, encouragement, and perspective that can help us stay motivated, resilient, and focused on our path of growth and transformation. Celebrating progress and practicing gratitude are powerful practices that can enhance our well-being, cultivate a positive mindset, and deepen our sense of fulfillment and joy. By acknowledging and appreciating our achievements, big and small, and cultivating gratitude for the blessings in our lives, we can foster a greater sense of happiness, resilience, and abundance. Each step forward is worthy of recognition and celebration. By acknowledging our progress, we reinforce positive behaviors and build momentum towards our goals. It helps us stay motivated and inspired, even in the face of setbacks or obstacles, and reminds us of our capacity for growth and achievement. Celebrating achievements involves actively celebrating our successes and accomplishments, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant they may be. Whether it's throwing a party, treating ourselves to a special meal, or simply taking a moment to reflect and savor our achievements, celebrating success is an important part of the journey. Celebrating achievements boosts our confidence, enhances our sense of self-worth, and strengthens our belief in our ability to achieve our goals. It reinforces the positive habits and behaviors that lead to success and inspires us to continue striving towards our dreams. Practicing gratitude involves cultivating an attitude of appreciation and thankfulness for the blessings in our lives, both big and small. It involves taking the time to notice and acknowledge the abundance and goodness that surrounds us, even in the midst of challenges or difficulties. Gratitude has been shown to have numerous benefits for our mental, emotional, and physical well-being. It reduces stress, increases resilience, and enhances our overall sense of happiness and satisfaction with life. By practicing gratitude regularly, we can shift our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in our lives and cultivate a greater sense of fulfillment and joy. Expressing thanks involves actively expressing our appreciation and gratitude to others for their kindness, support, and contributions to our lives. Whether it's through a heartfelt thank you note, a kind word, or a simple act of kindness, expressing thanks strengthens our relationships and fosters a culture of appreciation and generosity. By expressing thanks, we not only acknowledge the value and impact of others in our lives, but we also cultivate a sense of connection and belonging that enriches our lives and the lives of those around us. In conclusion, Celebrating progress and practicing gratitude are powerful practices that can enhance our well-being, cultivate a positive mindset, and deepen our sense of fulfillment and joy. By acknowledging and appreciating our achievements, big and small, and cultivating gratitude for the blessings in our lives, we can foster greater happiness, resilience, and abundance, and create a life that is rich in meaning and purpose. As we conclude our journey through the practices of celebrating progress and practicing gratitude, let's remember that every step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to our resilience and determination. By acknowledging our achievements and expressing gratitude for the blessings in our lives, we cultivate a mindset of abundance and joy. So, as you go about your day, I encourage you to take a moment to celebrate your progress, no matter how incremental it may seem, and remember to practice gratitude for the abundance that surrounds you. From the simple joys of a warm cup of tea to the love and support of friends and family, thank you for joining me on this journey of growth and discovery. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Words of Buddha for more insightful content on personal growth, mindfulness, and living a meaningful life. Together, let's continue to journey towards a life filled with wisdom, joy, and gratitude. Until next time, take care, and may you always walk in the light of wisdom.